everyone, thank you for tuning in. Today's video, I will show you how I make this delicious savory chin chin. In a bowl, I will measure in flour. I'm using all-purpose flour, which is the same as plain flour, and the flour is sifted already. Add salt, powdered milk. You can use any milk of your choice. Baking powder. Whisk them together. No sugar is needed for this recipe. I will add room temperature butter. You can also use margarine. Mix them until they are well combined. You can use your hand to do this as well. Next ingredients, I'll be using onions and ginger. I will grate them. You can also blend them as well. I'll grate the ginger. In a bowl, I will add the grated ginger. Add some water. I'll give it a quick stir. And I'll strain it. So I don't want to have those inside the chin chin. I'm just going to use the liquid that comes out of it. So I'll save that for another recipe. To the dry ingredients, I'll add the onions and ginger. Mix them together. I'll go over it with my hands and then mix it very well until everything comes together. And I'll add water gradually until I get the right consistency. And I'm using room temperature water for this recipe. Once it comes together, I'll transfer it to a work surface. Knead it just a little bit. So for chin chin dough, you don't want to over knead it. I'm just going to knead it for about 2 minutes. I will divide the dough into 2 and I'll be leaving the dough to rest for about 10 minutes before we roll them out. I'll put that aside. Repeat the process with the second one and put it aside. Next, flour the work surface. Place the dough and roll out the dough. I'm going to roll out the dough to be really flat because I'm going to be cutting the dough into thin sizes. To cut the chin chin dough, I'll be using pastry cutters. You can use knife or scissors to do this as well. I will trim the edge of the dough. I'll place the trimmed one in one side. I'm also going to roll them out again. I'll go over the dough with the cutter and cut it. You can cut the chin chin into your desired size or shapes. I don't want it to be too long, so I'm just going to cut them again and separate the cut chin chin dough. So you want to make sure they are nicely separated so they don't stick together, and you don't want to pour too much flour on the dough once the dough are cut to avoid the oil from foaming while frying the chin chin. So I don't usually add any more flour on the cut dough once I cut the chin-chin. So another way you can cut the chin-chin, if you're using a knife or a pizza cutter, you can just cut it like this. I will separate them so they don't stick together. At this point, you want to start heating up the oil to fry the chin-chin. So once you are done cutting the chin-chin, you can start frying them right away. I have all of the chin-chin dough nicely cut. It's time to fry the chin-chin. I will test the oil temperature with a skewer. You can drop a piece of the dough inside the oil to check if the oil is hot as well. I will add onions to flavor the oil. Add the cut chin-chin dough. I will give it a gentle stir to separate them, and I will fry them on medium heat. So from time to time, you want to stir them so they can fry nicely without some getting burnt. So for savory chin-chin, when they are ready, they don't get very brown because they don't contain sugar. But I'm going to leave this one to be a little bit more brown for presentation purpose. Once they are ready, I will just take them out of the hot oil, transfer them to a strainer that is lining with paper towel to take out any excess oil from the chin-chin. I will take out the onions, clean the oil before adding the next batch. I will add the rest of the cut chin-chin dough. Give it a quick stir. I will stir from time to time. Fry them on a medium heat. Once they are ready, I will take them out of the hot oil. I wish you guys can perceive the delicious aroma that is going on in my kitchen. The chin-chin is ready. Allow the chin-chin to cool down completely before storing it. Pack them in an airtight containers and enjoy. This chin-chin was very, very delicious, even without adding sugar to it. Thank you all so much for watching. Remain blessed. I will see you in my next video.